And we're live. All right. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra, special, big up, shout out to people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms, and my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers. Round town and long distance truck drivers, shout out to the crossing guards, shout out to the school teachers, the students, shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel, shout out to construction workers, heavy equipment operators, security guards, shout out to the engineers, shout out to the AC techs, shout out to the crossing guards, shout out to whatever your job description is. Shout out to you. Shout out to Lovely Aneka. Thank you for showing up so early this morning. Lovely Aneka is in the building. Her name is in white with a tick beside it because she is also a content creator on YouTube. Please go over to Lovely Aneka, check out her content, hit that subscribe button over there, keep it all in the family. That's what we're doing. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Let me move this camera real quick. I don't know why the camera is here. It's been there since yesterday. Let me go ahead and move this. Put it over here, so out the way because it's bothering me. All right, here we are on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Today is April 30th, 2024. We're almost, man, 4 months gone out of the year already. Anyway, press gas on go. We're not in no playing thing this morning. I gotta jump right into everything. So I have my list that I go down, and we're gonna talk about the 16-year-old Jamaican that died in Pennsylvania. Some headline says he was killed. Others say it was through a ritual, racially motivated bullying and hazing. And then there is more behind that story, which we dug up, and we're going to get into that. And then there's a taxi operator that's missing, which I will probably save for last because I don't want, him to be lost in the middle of the video and nobody get to see him. And then we'll talk about, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna say that in a minute. Natalia, And then, of course, I don't know if you all pay attention to it. For a lot of you who do not know this, I left Jamaica at a very young age. For some people, this is very repetitive information. But please understand that I have to continue to reintroduce myself as new people come on. Some people said, I just found your channel last week. I just found your channel yesterday. So I have to reintroduce myself. Okay. So who know? No. Just give me 2 minutes. Let me explain myself and why I get into certain content. People are still on the channel saying, if you're a Jamaican, why the hell are you keep doing American content? Why don't you just stick to Jamaican content? Others are saying, why you keep switching your accent up like that? Just stick to one thing. Others are saying, them I said, so let me clarify one more time. Okay, I am Jamaican born, I am American raised. I've been in the United States of America ever since I was a small child, like 8 years old, right? I'm a grown ass man now with children who are grown. I have an adult child. Seeing? So that's to give you an idea. Man, a grown man. I start from early. Yeah, but that's a different story. Anyhow, so when I go into content that has to do with American stuff, if you notice the flag behind me, right? Yes, sir. Wait there, yes. That flag right there. Oh, right there. You notice it's half Jamaican, half American? Right. So with that said, if you see me doing American content, it's because I resonate with American content because I was raised here and I'm somewhat assimilated into this culture, right? Stuff that I've seen and grown up with and all this is all nostalgic to me and it's all relatable to me as well. So just work with the content and that is that. Okay. What more can I say? It's the originality of an individual, I might say. Somebody might be very unique to you because they were born in Jamaica, but they left Jamaica at 4, 5, 6, and then they were raised in the UK. And now they have a thick British accent, but they're always fluctuating between the UK and Jamaica. And now, they're like British Jamaican / something else. So that is that. Wherever we've traveled, wherever we've lived, and all this other stuff is a full makeup of who we actually are, right? Right. I never sit down in a one place. So I'm kind of like a melting pot of those two. which is why you will see the Jamaican American flag right there. All right, with that said, why are so many? I don't know if y'all watch the draft, the NFL draft. I have two sons that play football. This is their ultimate dream. Both of them swear they're going to make it to the NFL. I'm here as a father to guide my sons. So they have their full gym membership. As soon as they were able to finally go to the gym by themselves, then they've been allowed to do so. Before they even had that, they were escorted to the gym by me so they can start getting their bodies in shape for this dream, this career. Uh, I tell them, though, don't rush the goal, enjoy the journey. Don't rush the end result, enjoy the journey. In other words, you have to be good in football in high school in order to be selected to a D1 college. They almost never select a NFL player or NBA player out of a D2 school. D2, you can play good basketball if basketball is your passion, but more than likely, you're playing in exchange for an education. The school gives you a 4-year scholarship, full ride, food, housing, everything included, and you pay your tuition and you come out with a bachelor's degree. That'd be the end of your basketball career, right? And then if you want to pursue it after that, you can probably go overseas or whatever if you're into that. But if you're going to make it in the US market, NBA, NFL, you're going to need to be at a D1 school. And this is their selection pool. I'm telling my kids this. So when you get to a D1 school, you're going to have to shine from high school to make it to be selected to a D1 college. Then when you get to college, you're going to have to outshine all those who are one step away from their biggest dream, because it is from college that they select into the NBA and NFL, right? So I tell my kids, enjoy the journey, but be the best you can be at every level of the journey, and then it'll play out. If you really want this dream, then go for it like nobody business and nothing else matters kind of thing. Lay it all on the line, right? Right. Well, we're very interested in stuff when it comes around like, the NFL draft, that kind of stuff. So we're looking to see who made it. And watching the NFL draft is kind of different for those who are interested in football and have kids who play it, right? My kids are pretty big right now. You've seen them. My son Kosi is 15, just turned 16 by the way. Jay is 17 now. Kosi is already 6'3", 300 pounds. That's Kosi, the one that wears size 18 men's shoes. And then you have Jaden, who is 6'2", and he's kind of skinny and all that, but they play different positions where they're required. I put a video up the other day, a family video, and I saw some I don't want to use no curse words this morning because I'm very sensitive when it comes to my kids. I just erased the comment. One person said parents like this should be in prison because for making their children be so overweight. Hmm. Uh, why is your child so obese? Please try to feed the kid more fruits and vegetables than you feed them whatever else. I so badly wanted to answer in the worst way possible, but I just didn't. And that's just one and two persons. I guarantee you though that 15-year-old, 16-year-old is more in shape than you are and is way more fit and stronger than you are. I believe Kosi is now benching like almost 500 pounds or 500 and something pounds, and he's 16. You understand? So, and if you look at the NFL, you will realize that different body types suit different positions. A wide receiver has to be tall, and he has to be slim, and he has to be able to run fast and go long for those deep balls. A running back, he's short, he's stocky, he's thick. He's got to be able to cover the ball and hit through the hole, right? And big, strong legs like Barry Sanders and go deep, run low so he doesn't get hit and evade. You have the linemen. Those are the men who keep the big guys off the quarterback so the quarterback can make his play. Those guys are usually the biggest guys on the field, and those guys train different and they look different. They just look like some big refrigerators kind of a guy. That's who my baby is. So if you don't understand what's going on, it's better you ask questions than you actually like start talking shit about people's kids. Because I'm really sensitive about mine, really, and I'm not ashamed to be it. I say it either. I'll send you up under places and go there and pull you out and push you back up under there when it comes to my kids, right? However, we watching the NFL draft and watching all these young men realize their dreams. They're sitting around, and you're sitting around with people who mean something to you. This is before you get the fame and the fortune and you sign that check and it's $50 million for the next 4 years on a contract, and we finally made it, mama. We made it. This is the crew. This is the circle. These are the people who've been there since your yai day your knee, is what we say in Jamaica. Since my eyes been at my knee level. Those people, your sandbox friends, your first girlfriend, everything like that. Grandma in there, mama in there, your brothers, sisters in there. And you watch them get these phone calls, and then somebody on the other end is saying, I'm not explaining, Lady J, I'm telling a story. So just walk with the story, but I'll get to that too. Somebody said, hey guy, hey, yeah. Hey man, we're about to pick you next. And they tell them before it's broadcasted on the TV. So they know, but they don't celebrate until it's actually broadcasted on the TV. And they're like, we're going to Dallas, and the whole family erupts, right? Nice, beautiful thing to watch. Sitting there watching it, and the question comes up, why did 95 to 99%, almost 100% of those guys who were selected to the NFL, black guys, why did they have white girlfriends? That was the main question that came up. Why did they have white girlfriends? They're black guys. And you see the comments where people are like, damn, you came from a black woman. How come you have now they about to make it famous? They have all got white girlfriends. I think it was only one of them that actually had a black girlfriend there for his reading. All these guys are hearing you just signed a multi-million-dollar contract. You're in the money. You're off to training camp. You're this, that. You've made it to the NFL, to the big money. They all got white girlfriends. And it was almost it was like you couldn't not notice it, because there was one guy who had like a bunch of women in the room, and every last one of them was white. Multiple white girls in the room with one dark-skinned black guy. Kind of stood out. People were like, what the hell is that? Is he like a pimp with multiple girls, or what's going on over here? Well, turns out one was his agent, the other one was his girlfriend and his girlfriend friends, and that's his party that he rolls with. So I found it curious. I was looking around for the answer, for something that made sense. And one of the things that came up was these guys, first of all, they don't get selected from regular schools. A lot of them got a little scholarship from early on in high school to go to one of those Holy Trinity schools, one of those religious schools, Catholic schools, where they guarantee them their scholarship to a college of their choice, etc., etc. And if they play for them, that type of stuff. And in that school environment, it's majority white. So they leave the hood, go to majority white school. Like, what's his name did that, by the way? LeBron James. LeBron James had to do that. If you look at LeBron James' story, but LeBron James already had his little girlfriend by that point, and they stuck together, and they're still together today. So I heard one of the players explaining, and he said, that's what you come up with, and that's what's around you. So you gravitate to who's around you. But it goes a bit deeper than that. And I wanted to share this video of one of the brothers who are on his way. A lot of his friends just got selected to different NFL teams. Imagine having multiple friends that actually made it to the NFL. You're like in a multi-millionaire circle. Everybody is making it. He's on his way. He's about to enter the next draft that's coming up, right? He's a D1 star as well, and he it, and he went around talking to them, and he explained. He went and talked to his friends, and he explained. So I want you to hear this. what he had to. All right. You often wonder why British Jamaican girl. Right. Me not lie, me want know too. Audrey Wright said. All right then. Audrey Wright says, yeah, if I forgive some people in a car, a beer should come out of their mouth. Absolutely. They should be turned upside down. Because their mouth should be where the body is. But we not going into that right now. So listen to what the man explained and said. Now, mind you, take it with a grain of salt. This is not a regular person out the door who is not from this environment that's telling you this. This is somebody who is living this that is telling you this. Okay? Listen. Let me see if I turn up my volumes and everything. Make sure I hear good. All right, here we go.
Having white women. Why are all these black college athletes that are getting drafted having white women? What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friend, why are all these black college athletes that are getting drafted having white women? What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? He said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only one. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division I Power 5 football teams, and they start, they were like, goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One man said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps, for her hair and nails. I said, oh, shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Kava, this and that. She would get mad talking about, why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh, shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some fucking ice cream. My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money, but while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Kava bowl, double chicken, right? Waiting for them to come out of practice. My friends are telling me these girls are getting their group projects done, getting their essays done, online tests done, on time. I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way y'all not paying for her hair, nails, bags, her lifestyle. He said, bro, first of all, my girl will get her own Starbucks and even get me one, but if I want to be nice, I'll get her something, from Starbucks. And they were like, hair and nails. They don't even care about the nails, really. And if they do it themselves. Sometimes I pitch in, and I was like, all right, what about hair? They were like, bro, she's white. She just brushes it. We're flatirons, and she wants to be special. So, Jesus Christ, you guys are saving a lot of money. One of my men said this. He just got drafted. He said, bro, I was dating a black girl. Now I'm dating a white girl. I'm about to marry her. He said, the difference between the black girl and the white girl, the biggest difference is the white girl knows when to shut the fuck up. I said, God damn. Listen, this is what they told me. Do with the information as you please. If it takes me 10 to 15 years to find a black woman that's compatible with me, that's what I'm going to do. But this is what they told me. So stop being surprised.
Got it? A whole lot goes into it. For instance, he said they start basically black girls start counting the eggs before they hatch, right? Why are we going to Chipotle? Why are we going to why are we going to Burger King? Why are we going to these mediocre places? You about to go to the NFL. Aren't we supposed to be going to like steakhouses and shit? Like take me somewhere nice, right? White girl, she's skipping and whistling away. Pick up a cup of coffee at 7-Eleven. Let's go hang out at the park. Yeah. They have projects that need to be done in school because student athletes have to be students. So you have to maintain a certain grade point average, right? These white girls are helping them with their term papers, writing their essays, helping them get their assignments in on time, all this other stuff. That's what he's talking about. As soon as he meets one, she feels like, yeah, he's one of the star football players. Everybody on campus says he's going to the NFL. He's entered the next draft that's coming up. She's requesting Apple Pay and Cash App. Send me some money. I got to get my hair and my nails done. He asked her out for the weekend, right? Babe, let's go out for the weekend. Let's have some fun. Let's go see a movie. Let's go do that. Okay, well, you got to get my hair and nails done. He's like, white girls, they do their own nails and they brush their hair and go. They style it themselves and go. I don't pay for no their haircut, their hairstyle and whatever. It's just a lot of stuff that goes into it. So that's where the explanation is. I saw somebody says, why is he talking like that? I don't know what you mean by why is he talking like that, but that's how some people talk. He just talks fast. But you got to listen to what he's saying, though. You got to listen to what he's saying. And every time you bring up stuff like this, a lot of sisters get real defensive, and it's like you can't tell sisters the truth anymore, else you're under attack, kind of thing. But if you listen to what's being said, hey, look, they're riding off into the sunset with the game changer guy. And when I say the game changer guy, I mean the game changer guy, as in the guy that could change his whole family trajectory and her family trajectory. Uh, Generational wealth is built on stuff like that, right? That lump sum of money that comes in the door right there on his back. She already figured it out from high school. She's like, or from college, sorry, because they're in college getting drafted. She's already figured it out from college. There's a woman, a black woman who does YouTube, not YouTube, but IG, and she was like, yo, when I was getting ready to graduate college, a lot of the white girls in my class, they were already engaged to be married. Some of them were graduating and then marrying right after, like hitting those milestones, starting their families and whatever. And us black girls, we're getting our degrees, but we weren't getting married. We were out here, like, you know, being passed around, or passing ourselves around for that matter, or whatever. So we're not being chosen or picked, or for whatever reason the reasons are. And she listed a list of things that I'm not even gonna get into. You can find her on IG and listen to her, because you might listen to her better than me, because the things she said, they are kind of hurtful to hear if you're a defensive kind of person. So I don't want them coming from me to you, because you're already defensive. Now that steers me into what somebody said yesterday, right? And I have to tell people this: stop taking my business so personal. You heard what I just said? Stop taking my business so personal. The person started out by saying stuff like, you must remember that this channel right here, I know I'm going off a tangent, but watch me, I'll bring it back. I know this channel, this channel right here is supposed to be a great escape. People come here for an escape, and it's supposed to be fun and things to laugh at. And right now, I feel like I'm trapped in between a husband and wife squabble online. And you need to humble yourself and stop making like a YouTube check them get to your head, and remember who's been here for you from day one, your supporters. uh you must give your wife an allowance every week. Why are you not giving her an allowance every week to go shopping and all this other stuff? The person who wrote it wrote about 4 paragraphs long of stuff. I read it like how you like just scroll through, skim through, erase the entire comment. So whoever took the time to write 4 paragraphs worth of comments yesterday in that one thing, and you notice your comments not there anymore. I don't normally erase people comments unless they're disrespectful or unless they really, really bother me. That one really, really bothered the shit out of me. Right? You don't know what my income is. You're demanding that I give my wife a stipend every week or something like that. I don't see nowhere in there where you were demanding that my wife give me respect and treat me like a king. It's weird coming like today's black women. I think one of the problem is this: they want to be catered to, and they should be, but they forget that the person who's catering to them needs to be catered to as well, is deserving of respect and love as well, right? So it's weird. Yeah, and supporter or haters, they come mixed. They call themselves supporters, low key haters, all that. But you get used to it once you've been on this platform for a while. I just thought the comment was weird, but it had me formulate this though, where I said, stop taking my business so personal. Check on your kids, check on your grandkids. Check on your own personal relationship. Check on your spouse. Check on whoever else you got to check on that's supposed to be close to you. A lot of y'all give advice, and in none of your advice didn't work for you, your damn self, but you're giving me the advice like it's going to work for me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the support and I appreciate words of encouragement, but there's a difference between words of encouragement and just being, I don't know what to call it, a bit cynical. Why you not giving your wife a stipend, a weekly allowance? And my wife earns her own money, so what are you talking about? All the bills are fully paid. Oh, you keep bragging about all the bills are fully paid. I never said that, and even if I did, that's a fucking bragging point, right? Right. So let me brag, because if I feel like bragging, I never said, oh, I must do this and y'all must do that. And but y'all are weird. Some of y'all are weird. But at the end of the day, it ties back to what we just said. We're trying to figure out why so many of these guys made it, and there's a white girl on their arm instead of a black girl. And the truth of the matter is, just like he just said in the video, you know, tell you the truth, white girls know when to shut the fuck up. Yeah, they're very helpful. They look out for you. There was a white woman who did a video, and her husband plays in the NFL. They've been married for years, and she did a whole, I think she did a whole week, cap, 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 every day of her routine. Oh, you should see the black girls under that comment section. Oh, he wants a slave. I ain't doing that shit for nobody. Send him back to his mama. Mind you, this man is a multi-millionaire. This is his umpteen year in the NFL. He's seasoned, vet ready, doing his thing, providing a beautiful life for her. She found her position to fit in to make the entire picture work. You know what she said to herself in college? She said, "This is the life I want. I want to be married to a wealthy man. I want to be married to a go getter. I want to have my children with somebody who can change our life and give me a life that I don't want regular life. I want a life beyond my wildest dreams. It's right here. It's attainable. It's doable. I just got to stick with this man and facilitate his plan and help him along the way." She sets her alarm. She said, "I know my husband gets up at 6 a.m. every morning to go to the gym. So I'm up at 5 a.m. or 4:30. He likes a cup of coffee to get him going. So I make sure he has his favorite cup of coffee, Java something something, every morning. And then a pre-breakfast, protein loaded with something something and some healthy carbs, a light breakfast. And then when he goes off, I go back to bed and I get me an extra 2 hours sleep. By then, he's back from the gym. And when he gets back from the gym, I'm up again. And I make sure that his bag is packed for him to drive to the stadium so they can go to their practice camp. And he is there. They're doing their thing all day at the stadium. In the evening, I pick him up because he doesn't want to drive because he is so tired from training. I drive to the stadium, I pick him up, and then I take him home. I either drop him off to his masseuse where he is stretched and massaged, or I do it myself. I massage his body. I learn how to massage. And the way she talk, you should have seen them damn black girls under that comment section. That white woman didn't give a damn about what you got to say. That white woman knows that I live in a mansion. I fly private jets. He fucking adores me. Yeah. He takes care of me. He adores me. Oh, when she got to the part where she said, "I control the finances of the house. My husband's paychecks come to me. So if I feel like going shopping while he is at practice, I do that, stroll through the mall, get me something nice." They're like, "Oh, she's stealing all his money." Yep, she had thief all that money. I think she was entitled to that. You hear the list of stuff that she does, huh? Facilitating his plan, knowing that takes training within your mental self. Instead of you saying, "Now wake up and make no coffee for no boy every morning. I slave y'all look. Yeah, get up and make your own coffee." Shit, I'm tired. I'm sleeping. Tired from what? Oh, and they have small children, and it's her job, and she completely does that, right? And he does his father part, taking care of the kids too, helping wherever he can. But that man ain't coming home to clean no house and settle no babies every damn day. She understands what he's up against. She understands. You think people pay you millions of dollars to be on one of those fields or one of those basketball courts? If you ever seen those guys work, their work routine for a daily activity thing, man, listen, that workload is something crazy. You think them big and strong like that for no reason? You in the weight room. Then you go first, you gotta go work out by yourself before you even get to a workout. And then now you come back home and you eat a little something, and then now it's time to go hit the real workout. Now they have you running up and down the field all day, run this play, do the 78B slant, this, that. You gotta memorize all those plays. She have a board in the kitchen where he has his coffee with his plays. She'll write out his plays. He'll sit there and memorize his plays. All that is a part of the game, right? And back to the field again. Running, running, running up and down the field. Sprint harder, go harder. After that, hit the weight room. Then from the weight, she said by the time he's done, He's so pained up. He doesn't want to drive home. He's cramping and all that. So I go to the stadium. I pick him up. That's a part of her routine, and she's earning her friggin' keep. What part of that is hard to understand? Facilitate the end result. Facilitate the goal. Teamwork make the dream work. These men don't want nobody talking about, nigga, do that shit yourself. Why you always want me doing everything? Why you? That's a disruption. Now he got to think about, damn, I'm on a multi-million-dollar contract. I can't be sitting around here arguing with this woman every day about every little small thing. She's gonna hinder me. If anything, I could end up getting in trouble and losing my whole contract. You know, uh, push you out of your character, then you start acting different. Next thing you know, police is at your house. Next thing you know, domestic charges, even though you didn't do a damn thing. Just the fact that that type of spotlight hits you, there goes your contract. It could all be gone in the blink of an eye. You got to have somebody there who understands. They talk about understanding the assignment a lot. I don't know what damn assignment they be talking about, because I see a lot of them don't really understand the assignment. This is an assignment that you need to understand. And it doesn't only go for a guy who is NFL or NBA. The comments in the section, the girls, the black women comment section. I ain't doing that shit for no nigga who ain't making no less than 500,000 a year or better. I ain't doing that shit for no nigga who ain't making less than $2 million a year or better. I'm not doing that shit for no man who is. See, that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. So you want what's made already. You not thinking about how to get him to that goal and help him to maintain it so you can benefit from it. You thinking short-sighted. You thinking, I'm gonna just hang out right here and see if he actually makes it. And then if he does, I'm gonna put on something sexy and walk in front of him and he's gonna choose me. And these guys are thinking way ahead of that. I don't want no loose people because it get me in trouble. These ball players, they're coached. They are told, you got to be careful. A girl will definitely laugh with you, smile with you, but she will have an alternate plan. And the plan is to get to your money whichever way she can. She probably don't even want you for no husband or want you to choose her. She figuring out how to soil your career, how to frig up everything you've been working for, and how to get a fat check out of a lawsuit. Yeah, we went to the restaurant for dinner, and then he groped me and pushed his hand up under my dress and fingered me, and I was so shocked. Boom, running back for Miami Dolphins on sex charges. Your friggin' team is dropping you right away, cutting your contract. If you think I'm joking, right? Go over to my other channel, SouFLoTV. I just covered the story. Here's a guy who is seasoned in the NFL. He's making good money. He just signed the same week or the same month he signed. I believe it was. Let me see if I can pull it up because I don't want to lie. It's either 30 or $50 million for like 2 years. He's in the money. He's finally in the money because they usually give contracts like this. $40 million for 4 years, $50 million for 6 years. That's a long way to go for a pro athlete. You can easily hurt yourself. Candle Flame 101, big up yourself. You can easily hurt yourself with that in and out, day in, day out training. You got to maintain that for 6 years, and they got you on 40 mil. The goal is to get to where you get 40 mil for a 2-year contract. And then you're a free agent and you can negotiate another 2-year contract for another 40 mil or better if you shining in that 2 years. So now you're at $80 million in 4 years instead of 40 million for 6 years. You understand? So they bubbling the numbers like that. But this guy just signed his. Yeah, and it was a sister, a black woman, and he had to go on the run, and he was on the run for like I think it was 2 to 3 weeks, and then he finally turned himself in. I just did the video on SouFLoTV. If you go over there and search the icons, you'll see the one that says NFL player turns himself in. As soon as the domestic charge came up, imagine this, you just signed that fat ass contract today. First little fight with your wife, neighbors call police to your house, your team cut the contract. Just like that. How much $1 million he just lost. And now nobody else wants him because they're like, I don't know. He can't control his house. He look like he's going to be a problem. We don't want to invest this money and then have domestic violence attached to our team and our logo, our name, our brand, you know what I'm saying? So it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. So if you're wondering why, this is their explanation, and I'm going to play it one more time, and then we're going to move on the topic. Candle Flame 101, I appreciate you greatly, family. Thank you. Pauline Grimes says, them never think like, never liked black women in the first place. See, that's the easy, and this is how you know, Pauline, you know, so this is how me know that some woman is a problem. Because when them ask a question, and you give them an honest answer, them take it and turn it into one next answer. Just go off of what they said. They're telling you what you asked, they're telling you. They don't have no reason to lie to you. They don't know you, they probably don't even care about you. But they're answering the question honestly between friends. Yo, bro, let me tell you why. It's because it's who was there all along. And I don't want to have to choose nobody after I get this contract because it gets harder. You don't know if she's there because you just signed that contract and you new to the NFL. You want to be there with the person who believed in you and thought you were gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I'm struggling in school. I don't know. I can't pass these tests. I can't. I'm not doing good on the exams. I'm about to lose my football scholarship. If I lose my football scholarship, I'm not getting the NFL contract. White girl comes in. Come on, babe, we got to do this. Come, let me. Yes, I got to show. Let me help you. And she is doing your paper for you, helping you with your paperwork, getting it in there on time, helping you with your grades, facilitating along the way, understanding what the end goal is. Don't get it twisted. She planning already too. And I just told you that. She already planning too. I'm going to marry this man. I want him for myself. I got to help him to get there. He got all the bells and whistles. He got all the tools to make it there. He need a little bit of push and some help. I got him. That's what it is. It's not, them never like black woman in the first place. They all come from black women. They got black sisters. I'm sure they got black female friends they grew up with.
College athletes that are getting drafted having white women. Why are all these black college athletes that are getting drafted having white women? What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friend, why are all these black college athletes that are getting drafted having white women? What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Make This Down challenge? He said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only one. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division I Power 5 football teams, and they start, they were like, Goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps, for her hair and nails. I said, oh, shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Kava, this and that. She would get mad talking about, why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh, shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some fucking ice cream. My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money. But while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Cabo Bowl, double chicken, right? Waiting for them to come out of practice. My friends are telling me these girls are getting their group projects done, getting their essays done, online tests done on time. I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way y'all not paying for her hair, nails, bags, her lifestyle. He said, bro, first of all, my girl will get her own Starbucks and even get me one. But if I want to be nice, I'll get her something, from Starbucks. And they were like, hair and nails. They don't even care about the nails, really. And if they do it themselves. Sometimes I pitch in. And I was like, all right, what about hair? They were like, bro, she's white. She just brushes it. We're flat irons and she wants to be special. So, Jesus Christ, you guys are saving a lot of money. One of my men said this. He just got drafted. He said, bro, I was dating a black girl. Now I'm dating a white girl. I'm about to marry her. He said, the difference between the black girl and the white girl, the biggest difference is the white girl knows when to shut the fuck up. I said, God damn. Listen, this is what they told me. Do with the information as you please. If it takes me 10 to 15 years to find a black woman that's compatible with me, that's what I'm going to do. But this is what they told me. So stop being surprised.
Right. And he let you know that black women is his choice. And he doesn't give a damn if it takes him 10, 15 years to find one. That's what he's going to do personally. But he's telling you what the homies have told him. He's a D1 athlete and he's on his way to the NFL. I think it's five or four or five of his friends, close friends who he plays with, just got selected in the new draft that just happened. So he's very much on his way, right? What is this SouFlo doing this morning? Tommy Sotomayor 2.0. I'm done. Vicky, if you're done, you're done. But let me do my thing. Seeing, you wouldn't think so the way some of them are. Well, I don't know about the way they are because I'm not around them. And if I ask you to explain what you mean by the way they are, I'm sure it's gonna be something frivolous. The the chat line is open. The chat line is open. These conversations are never easy. Why? Because sisters are always defensive. Every time they hear the truth or every time they hear a male version of the truth, they get extremely defensive. And there's nothing there to combat the defensiveness. There's nothing there to switch what the information is. The information is just what it is, right? So Vicky over here, Vicky, big up yourself. Hey, listen, y'all go over to Vicky channel and hit subscribe over there as well and engage Vicky's content. This is where we going, Vicky. Vicky, listen, you asking if ladies do you agree with SouFlo this morning? It was not whether you agree with me or not, because I ain't trying to argue. I'm putting out information. So it's not an argument. This is not like us asking what's the answer to this math equation. How did you work it out? The answer is 42. Somebody else says no, it's 47 because you should have carried that one over there and then multiplied that instead of multiply first, then carry the one. You would have got a different. This ain't what we doing this morning, right? I'm just putting out information as it's coming in. The information is look at the history of white women with black men. Y'all have short-term memory. Man, we don't have to go there because we could say the same thing for all the black women who are with white men. Black women make videos and show off and act like when they get a white man, they have found Jesus Christ himself, which is why I think that whole picture of Jesus Christ that they use to indoctrinate you, it plays a deeper role in the psyche, right? Because the average black woman, especially I've seen them in Jamaica, they're like, girl, talk to him, girl, a white boy, him have money. And I'm like, man, you know how many broke ass white people I know, right? Talk to him, girl, a white boy, him have money. So they feel like, or their mama would tell them, nobody go breed for one of them picky head black boy there. You don't want a little ugly black baby around you. You understand? Make sure say I one of them coolie boy there. Make sure say I one of them white boy there. You get some pretty little brown baby with some curly hair. All them something there. Yeah, him have pretty hair and them thing that we could talk about the history of us, period. Not just the history of white women and black men. I've seen black women bring white black men all the way down, right? Multiple times. So it's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. I don't give a damn who you with. I don't give a damn who you choose to be with. I'm not the type of person that care about skin color. And the reason why I don't is because I learned. Let me tell y'all a quick little history, right? Before I went to the UK, I was the type of person that you couldn't tell me shite about me no want to read no white book. Me not yam white rice, me and yam broad rice. If it white, fling it from around me. You understand? I was that type, right? And I'm steep in the history of, and I'm like, yo, them people here. And I was that type of person, right? And only black people could be good to me. I don't want no fucking white people around me because they evil. That's how I was, right? Watch how the universe worked this out. I found myself in the UK, young age. I was telling my son this because he's older than that age now, and I said, "Yo, Farai, when I was your age, I just wanted to up and go and see the world. I was adventurous. The age you are now, I was already over in Europe by myself, right? So, boom, I'm there, and things just start falling apart. Nothing is going good, and I'm a strange person in a strange country, all the way on the other side of the ocean. It was the same black people who didn't give up about me. They didn't care. They those were the ones I gravitated towards. Those are the ones I told my issues. Those are the ones I reached out to help from. They didn't give a damn. You see the white people that came around me? I don't know who put them there, but they came. And they're like, oh, you need this? Oh, you need that? Oh, I will help you. Come, let me show you this. I'll show you that. I'll show you how this works. I'll show you how that works. Hey, there's a barbershop down the street. That this, that, and the other. Come on, man. And then ever since that, it started happening in my life where I came back to the US and it was the same thing all over again. Got in trouble every time I was in trouble, every time I needed help desperately. It wasn't black people that was willing to help me, it was white people, and a lot of the times it was strangers. So the universe was trying to show me that good people come to you in all shades, right? And humans are humans. And you have bad black people as much as you have good black people, and you have bad white people as much as you have good white people. To stop looking at the outside, it's going to get you hurt. A lot of us get hurt because we surround ourselves with only our kind, and only our kind is full of jealousy and envy and has no friggin' good intentions for you. And they're crab in a barrel mentality kind of stuff, and they feel like instead of facilitating your goal, I'd rather be your competition kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Whereas that's how we do. And we even have this thing about us where we hide information from each other. Them, they share information willingly. Hey, I just made an extra $1,000 online last week. You want to see how I did it? Look, I did this. I logged on to this thing right here. Yes, that w.com. Right, write it down. Try it. I'm telling you. And then all you have to do when you get there is answer these questions, and then there's a red button at the end of it. You got to go all the way down. It's a tiny red button. Hit that red button. It's gonna take you to it says something link, right? You go over there, and then it's a whole nother thing opens up. Blah blah blah. Us, we don't do that shit. You'll see your homie suffering, and you be like, "Yep, I'm gonna make an extra $1,000 a month. I figured out how to do it." You not telling that man, "Yo, come here. My sister, y'all hurt and a brother, but check this out. And a whole heap of money, but it's an extra grand, US, $1,000 a month. It can do something for you. Watch this. Go to this site, right? Fill out this first. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Hit the, you're gonna see one little red arrow. You have to really look for it. When you press it, it's gonna open up a whole new thing. Go over there, do this, that, and the other. We hide information from each other, man. This is a fact. That's not that's not guessing. That's a fact. We hide information from each other. We don't support each other's business like others support their own business. We know this, right? We're quick to run and take our money and give it to other people before we give. Me open a business right next to our next people where down the street where I sell the same thing. For some reason, their ice is cooler than mine. Their whites are whiter than mine. No, I gotta lick your foot bottom every time you walk and beg you for you to come support my business. Those people, they don't even care about you, and they don't beg you to support their business. Matter of fact, they could give a damn if you come support their business because their community already supports their business. But guess where you take your money to? Right over there. You understand? So I'm telling you, man, we have issues, internal issues that are much deeper than what's scratching the surface and seeing. Right. So yes, these conversations are hard sometimes to have, but they're real conversations. They're real conversations. Pauline Graham says, I would stand up for my black man too, same way. Yeah, BM says, I don't know why some people take things so seriously and personally. I have no clue. But hey, Vicky says, didn't black people help you build your channel? Of course, black people helped me build my channel. What's the but black people helped me build my channel, so what? Help me build my channel by what? By subscribing? They subscribe to many other channels too. You know what I mean? I'm not saying black people didn't do nothing for me. I'm just saying, like, we don't support each other like we're supposed to. Vicky, I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do. But okay, Vicky, you have your own channel and you want some people to come over there. I can show you how to do it. I'll call your name out more often and I'll send people over there. Don't I do that all the time? There's a lot of people in here. I could call their name instead of yours. I purposely call Lovely and Naked name out. I purposely call your name out and send people to your platform. So this is the lesson. I'm a Garveyite, right? So Marcus Garvey said, each one teach one. Marcus Garvey said, when you climb the ladder, each time you go up a step, you reach back and you pull someone else up. We've forgotten that principle. I live by that principle. So I make sure that when I get $5, my $5 goes 5 ways to my same people. I make sure that when I gain an extra 1,000 subscribers, I'm still thinking about your channel and thinking, damn, I want this person to grow. Ask the people that I do promos for. It's a black business, and I just want to see your black business grow. So I will just randomly put out your commercial, your content, your ads without them even paying me anymore, right? Because I want to see their business grow. So I pass it back around. I'm not one of them that sit on it. I pass it back around, right? Ninja Telly is Vicky's channel name. And while Vicky is in the comment section, Vicky, feel free to type 1,000 times. Please go over to my channel and subscribe. My channel link is this. Boom, drop the link in. The channel name is Ninja Telly on YouTube. Go over there and support it. That, and the other. Claudette Sterling says, SouFlo, I try to support my own, but our own doesn't have any type of customer service. They are usually not friendly and they're so rude. And it's absolutely true. And just like what I just said, though, listen what I just said. I said, our type, you have to like lick their foot bottom and beg them for them to support you, right? SouFlo, I've been watching you for years. I just subscribed today because of something you said. Y'all seen that comment, right? Y'all seen that comment many a times. I just subscribed today. Today was a good show. You've been watching me for years. So you think because you've been watching me for years, you helped me to build this platform? No, you could have helped me. You could have helped me by subscribing years ago. You could have helped me by sharing my content years ago, talking about it word of mouth, just like how you talk about stuff that you buy from white people and other people years ago. Girl, you got to see this bag, this Hermes bag. Girl, you got to see this Balenciaga sneakers I got. Girl, you got to see this. You wear their brand on you. You advertise walking around like a billboard for them. You brag about how much money you spend in their store to get their products. You know what I'm saying? You could have supported me a long time ago. You watched me for years, and I finally subscribed today. Okay, so lift up your foot bottom. Let me lick it off, cause I'll bow down to you now. I owe my life to you now. That's where the problem is. Now, as far as customer service goes, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. A lot of the times, but here's the thing though. A lot of the times we go to the other people, they give us the same shitty attitude. Matter of fact, they look at us like we came into their store to steal. But guess what we do? We overlook it. We overlook it. But when you go to the black man's store, as soon as the black man not smiling and, oh, thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. Thank you. As soon as he's not like that, I don't like their customer service. I'm not going back there again. You know what I mean? Heart of a lion, big up yourself, family. I appreciate you greatly. We are more lenient with others than we are with our own. That's the problem. See? So you go to Chinese man store, Chinese man walk your food and give you your food, and let me get 2 chicken wing fried rice. Chicken wing fried rice? Okay, yeah. Walk. He don't give you no smile. He's talking in a different language, probably saying, I don't know why these niggas keep eating the chicken wing fried rice shit. This shit spike your blood pressure. Yeah, don't it? Yeah, give you diabetes. Hey, a lot of them got diabetes, you know. Yeah, but hey, fix them good. Fix them good. We don't care. The money is okay. All right. Order coming right up. Yeah. And you just laugh and you move on. Even when time they diss you, you laugh and you go right back to their store. We've seen videos many times. Brothers gather in front of stores in the UK, in the US. Video goes public of the store owner drape up a black woman in there, box her up, fling her out the store, corner the black dude in there, start beating him, right? You would think black people would be like, okay, I'm going to hit them where it hurts. We ain't going back to that store. Nope. Same black people lined up tomorrow. Hundreds of them too. Oh, they got a sale going on in here. Let me go in there and see what they got for sale. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a damn. You got your neck broke in there yesterday. R.I.P. to SouFLo. Boy, them have a sale still. Hey, I see some stuff in here for half price. I'm going in. Yeah, come on, man. Y'all. You know what the problem is too? Y'all act like some of you act like when people like me speak, we're foreigners. Like we not from the same culture. Like I'm not you. Like I didn't grow up with you and among you. Like I haven't been among you since the day I was born till today. So all my observation of us counts for nothing. Nah, we on point, baby. We on point. We are on point. So support yourself and those like you the same way you support others and fling your money away to others, right? The same way you pass strange channels that people that don't even know you would never even answer one of your comments and you still hit subscribe, do that too for your own. Seriously, y'all pass channels that they wouldn't even answer one of your comments. Them wouldn't even answer one of your comments. And you still hit subscribe. But you come over here and tell me, SouFLo, I've been watching you for years. Years. Good content. Good content. But today, I just had to subscribe. Really? I bet you've been commenting. I bet you I've been working my ass off to answer all comments, to make you feel welcome, to make you feel like you're a person and you're not just commenting to a machine. SouFLo sees me. He heard what I said. He responded, even if it's not in agreement. You think I don't do that for a reason? I do that for a reason. Oh, one brother said to me, "Boy, SouFLo, me used to follow up the channel still and the comment section and stuff until me realize say like you try answer everybody. Bro, you have to keep yourself exclusive." It was a Jamaican dude. He said, "Bro, you have to keep yourself exclusive. You know, if you answer up them people, them, you don't know. When me I read the comment, them I see how much people you answer, dog. It make me feel a kind of weird, like you're cheaping yourself and I sell yourself short. So, you know, me I said, me don't really support the thing like that no more. Me kind of stop watch for a while." What the fuck? We find every reason to stop supporting our own. We find every reason to not support our own. And then over upon the other side, oh, it's all smooth sailing. They're nice. Their customer service is good. No, it's not, bitch. They look at you like you was gonna steal from their store and you still overlooked it and spent your money in there. They roll their eyes. It's like when I was in Jamaica and I go to the Chinese people's store in when I did that, Sparlins. I was in Sparlins, middle of Sparlins. Go to the Chinese people up store. Thing Shakira was in the car saying her head's hurting her. I say, yo, me stop and get you a Panadol or something for the headache, Excedrin or something. I go in there because I them have the store. I'm asking the lady where I can get so and so. She roll her eye. She turned her head this way. So I walk over this way where she turned in her head. I said, "Did you hear me talk to you? Or you don't speak English? I don't know. Did you hear what I said about what I'm looking for?" She says, "Yes, right there." And hit the glass like this. "Yes, right there." I was like, who the fuck this little Chinese bitch think she talk? I wanted to go off and I say, you know what? Jamaicans empower people like you. That's why you come here and treat people like, and when she heard me like talking like this instead of beer patois, she was all like this and ready for jumping at they have it in a case, ready for jumping at the case, and if you want anything else and all that. Y'all empower those people to abuse you. The bitch turned her head the next way. And I had to walk over to her face and ask her, did you hear me? Yes, right here. And slap the glass. I was like, Miss Chin look like she want to fight me. All I came in here was to ask you if you have anything for headache, any painkillers, something. But me never stir it up too bad. I left. Another time, I was in Westmoreland this time, and you know, during pandemic, store a close up. Nobody is adhering to the hours anyway where Andrew them did put out, but you must go at your yard by this time and store must lock up by that time. I go to the soup man outside, we get a cup of soup. I'm traveling with kids. I see a store. I said, damn, what we need at the house? We need diapers, wipes, them thing there. All right, man, we're running here so real quick. I goes to run in the store. Charlie man block the door. Charlie man said, nobody else come in here. Come on from a bumbo clot step. But he said it with such a thick Chinese accent. I could tell he's one of the new ones that picked up the patois, but he's using it to disrespect the people. Now watch this. Mr. Up there, watch. See the brother them here? Mr. Chin, may I beg you. May I beg you. This is what he said. Mr. Chin, may I beg you. May I beg you, Mr. Chin. Just let me go in there real quick, run in and grab one item and come back out, Mr. Chin. My family are wait for me. A little something he was wanted was, I forget, baby feeding or something, the guy was saying. And the man kept saying, no, no, and no. I looked at him. I looked at the people out there. I said, this is a moment for you to speak and speak loud too. And I did just that. I said, every last one of you around here, find somewhere else to go and watch how fast them people here start respect you. Find somewhere else to go fast. I don't give a fuck if you gotta go on a bicycle and ride, go down there, beg somebody carry you, go down there, go on next door, go spend your money. The man I tell you a beer F-bomb, the Chinese man I drop and get your bum buck, and he has the Jamaican curse word them, come off of my shop plaza, come off of my step. I said no, no, and no. And I'm like, yo. Bro could have easily closed because them have a window and the window grill up, but you can pass stuff through the window. He could have easily closed the front door and just serve people through the window. What you want? Oh, one box? All right, hey, quick. Come, you next. What you want? All right, good. No, and making money for the day already, right? And now it's to send your peasant ass home, and he knows you'll be back tomorrow. If we do that, big this, or you know, remember who bill you. Them boy that grew up around here, you know, remember SouFLo when him did broke and they had nothing, you know. And we help bill him, you know. And now look pan him or him go on like him have attitude. Look pan we don't get no forgiveness. Matter of fact, we got shit made up against us. That's not even there. So as a people, we need to start looking at that. I love how the conversation of why so many NFL, NBA athletes in a draft heading to this professional life, black ones end up with white girls. I love how it took us on a journey from that to this to that to that. All right. Remember, I said we don't have to agree on everything, but this is my platform, and it's called SouFLoTV for a reason. See, so when you come here, you're gonna hear SouFLoTV's opinion. And the last thing I'm gonna say about that is this: remember, one, don't make my life your personal business, right? You could look at it as entertainment. Keep going. If you wish me well, send some good words. I appreciate them. That's about it. Disrespect never tolerated. Me and a weak fence, right? I give disrespect and I demand. I give respect and I demand respect. End of the day, that's that. Bigger than that, though. Please don't try to change me, because when you change somebody, you change them into who you want them to be, and then they're like everybody else. If you notice, people trying to change you, they're trying to change you into being like them or being like everybody else. So when you become like everybody else, then there is no more authenticity to you. Then there is no reason for me to come tune in to see you. I tell people that all the time. Our entertainers, big example. You want a dancehall artist who have a couple hit songs on the road to act like him normal. So you won't go to his shows? So you could wake up and look at him or her and be like, she look just like me next door neighbor. Me not see nothing for hype up myself about. Him look just like one of the boy them from outside of my house or down my block. I don't see nothing to hype up. And me talk to him sound just the same. Me go spend my money on somebody else somewhere else. You know what I mean? Allow me to be my authentic self, because that is who I am. And that's why this platform is here. It's for me to be my authentic self and to speak my truth or truth. Because, you know, we can go into a whole different realm with that one there. But my truth. That my truth thing there is one truth. Right? You know, people always say stuff like, there's always three sides to a story: his side, her side, and the truth. Well, one of them might have the truth. And if one of them have the truth, then there's only two sides to the story. Somebody is lying and somebody is telling the truth, right? Right. So truth is truth. I'm just here to speak that how I see it. You could see the world through my eyes, and we'll keep it that way. Seeing? Seeing. Sandra Cuello says, I hate going into a hair supply Asian people store where they stand there watching you, the cameras like a hawk because it's pure black people in their store. Yeah, yeah. But we overlook it and we go back next week though. I know they're gonna profile me as a thief, even though I come and spend my money. I don't know what y'all spend $350 for your Asian yaki or your Malaysian this, that, and the other. Me no know, me no do here. But you still go back, you spend big money again. You don't hold it against them. And the little black guy who has a little hair store down the road, you're not going there. Oh, film weave them no good. I don't know. Film think them look like them make out a scandal bag, recycled or something. I don't know. Them itch my skin. Yeah, half of the time it be the same stuff that they selling, right? Film itch my skin them. I don't know. Me not go them. Me just like the Indian people them own. I like Chinese people them own. Or Asian people them own. But you know, me just like the way how them look for me. But me not care. Me just get me thing and come out. You're still making them rich. ah, anyhow, moving right along, right? Um, an incident happened yesterday, which is very much along the lines of what I like to talk about over here on this channel. Michelle Smith, I appreciate you greatly. Michelle Smith says all true words, SouFlo, and it's hard for some to hear it and receive it. Keep up the good work. Blessings. Manners and respect, family, and I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Listen, this false sense. When I tell you I left Jamaica young, but Jamaica is in me. And when I tell people said that's my place of peace, that's my rejuvenation, you have to understand what me I say. Like certain things, and I want the one them who never been a foreign yet to catch that part here. Certain things you're gonna encounter when you reach yourself that you would never encounter back home. And yeah, we have our own issues among ourselves in Jamaica, but them thing here went out yesterday. Pennsylvania. A Jamaican family in Pennsylvania is mourning the death of their 16-year-old son after a reported hazing incident with alleged racial undertones that has shaken the community. Justin Johnson, he's a sophomore at Central Dauphin High School. He moved to the district 2 years ago from Jamaica and he died yesterday. 2 years ago from Jamaica and he died yesterday following an incident involving three young men who reportedly showed up to his home and invited him to go outside to play. Now, I love how they put three young men and they say it has racial undertones, but yet still they won't put the word white in it. Security footage that was circulating online on Friday showed the three young men at the 16-year-old Jamaican youth's home on Bianca Drive in the Stray Winds development. It also shows Johnson, the 16-year-old Jamaican youth, going outside before the boys are seen running away while hurling racially insensitive language to the teen. One of the young men was reportedly heard saying, "He running like he ran back to Africa," while the other one said, he ran back to fucking Africa. Johnson reportedly ran home, only to collapse minutes after the harrowing ordeal. According to his father, Orville Johnson, his son has sickle cell disease, and his son was not supposed to overexert himself. The senior Johnson told the media that his son had called him when he eventually came back inside the house and told him that I can't breathe. I'm having trouble breathing. By the time the father got home, he reportedly found his son unconscious on the floor. He said, I called 911 and they told me what to do. They called me and said, I have to come to the hospital because they're not getting a heartbeat from him anymore. And I haven't seen him since. Online users have since reacted to the incident, calling it a hate crime. This is not hazing, this is a hate crime, one user said. Another said, this is horrific. Racism is a learned behavior, which means that there are more members of the these families, most likely perpetuating stereotypes and hate. Another user demanded that the perpetrators be charged, saying that this is so heartbreaking. Every last child involved in this needs to be charged, every one of them. According to the Lower Paxton Township Police, no charges have been filed yet, but an investigation is ongoing. Police are asking anyone who have any information pertaining to this incident to reach out to them directly at 717-558-5900. The father said his son called him and asked him for permission to go outside to play with his friends, to play tag, is what one article said. Now, I'm not adding insult to injury, but if my son is 16, go sit your ass inside and you better be playing on some football team, some basketball team, some extracurricular activity, organized sport at your school. You 16, the hell you doing outside about you playing tag? You know what tag is? You're it. You're it. You're it. I feel away. Anyways, he gave his son permission to go outside because, given the fact that he has sickle cell, he's probably not the proper candidate. As the dad said, he shouldn't be exerting himself. It could be dangerous for him. So it's not somebody that you would want on a sports team for your school, anyways. But he shouldn't be outside running around playing any kind of tagging, nothing, running. You're it, freeze, you're it, go. But that's besides the point. What happened though in the situation is what I'm getting to. So the Bureau of Police, they are aware that content and videos are being shared throughout various social media outlets, and they request the public's cooperation as they continue this investigation in order to provide a thorough, factual, and information-based account of the event. On Monday, April 29th, Central Dauphin High School released the following statement, which is the high school which the young Johnson went to. The Central Dauphin High School district is saddened to hear about the passing of Justin Johnson, a 10th grader student at Central Dauphin High School. We understand that the circumstances around Justin's death have not been determined. However, there are social media reports that indicate that Justin was subjected to racial insensitivity from classmates. Please understand that this type of behavior is not consistent with our core values at this school and our vision of making sure that everyone is valued and connected. Hate speech or any behavior that denigrates another person's right will not be tolerated and is not consistent with the mission, vision, values of CDSD, is what that wrote. So, of course, even the school is trying to back itself out because, people will go around saying, well, that's learned behavior and they're racist as hell over at that school. So the school made sure they put out their disclaimer already. Over here, we don't tolerate such things. We go leaps and bounds to make sure that everybody is properly integrated and is loving on each other and all this other stuff, right? Boom. That was actually an article that was written in the Jamaican news. Now, over on the American side, let me plug this so you can hear it. This is over on the American side. This is how the news went.
First at 5, new information on the investigation into a 16. I'm Evan Forrester. Lower Paxton investigation into a 16-year-old student's death in Dauphin County. Thanks for joining us. I'm Evan Forrester. Lower Paxton Township Police say they have reviewed video footage of an incident before the young man's death on Friday. They stress it does not show Justin Johnson being harmed. Now, investigators also say Justin went back into his home by himself and called his father before leaving to say he was going to go play tag with friends. Fox 43's Sayera Williams is live outside the Johnson home. And Sayera, the surveillance video seems to be critical in this case.
Yeah, that's right, Evan. The video from right before the 10th grade Central Dauphin High School student died Friday has people all over the community talking, or as police call it, spreading speculation and rumors. And police are asking for that to stop. But neighbors I spoke with are asking, how could this happen? Surveillance video from outside the Johnson family home shows Justin in the moments before he went into cardiac arrest. Neighbors just a few houses down believe what happened before his death was not accidental, but instead racially motivated.
They hunted him down like an animal. They chased him down. They coerced him out of his house, according to the videos that I saw.
In the video, you see Johnson running away from what appears to be other teens. The teens are believed to be some of Johnson's classmates at Central Dauphin High School. You can also hear them shouting. Right before 10 o'clock Saturday night, the Lower Paxton Police Department was called to Bianca Way. Johnson was taken to Penn State Hershey.
He said, yo, where the fuck did that nigga go? He ran to fucking Africa.
Medical center where he died. The Johnson family declined to speak with Fox 43 or give comment on Justin's death. Neighbor Belinda Ward says the community wants answers.
Someone needs to be held accountable for this terrible, terrible situation.
Central Dauphin School District called parents to update them on the investigation into Justin's death and address the social media posts claiming he was bullied.
Hate speech or any other behavior that denigrates another person's rights will not be tolerated and is not consistent with the mission.
Paxton Town, Lower Paxton Police emphasizing Johnson did not appear to be harmed in the videos that we just.
All right, so I saw a comment just now that said, this is why us as black people cannot go around saying that we do not see race. Now, here's the thing about that. You can't go around saying you do not see race. I understand that, but you can't go around thinking that everybody that's white is your enemy and everybody that's black is your friend, because we got a lot of black enemies. Ooh. What he just said. What did he just say? I said, yes, we can't go around saying, oh, I don't see race. I don't see racism, right? Because these things keep on happening. But we can't go around saying every black person is my friend and every white person is my enemy, because we got a lot of black enemies, if you want to call yourself black. You know, black people are diversifying themselves nowadays. So some people are no longer black. They're this, then they're not Africans. They're Israelites, then they're not this, they're that. And don't call me this, call me that. Not African American, I'm that, I'm this. Whatever you want to call yourself, right? You can't go around saying that all those are your friends and those outside of that are not your friends and they're your enemies. Because we have more enemies that are black than anything else today. Right. This case right here, video footage that's viewed to date does not show Justin Johnson being harmed in any ways. It showed children running. Now, yes, we heard the racial slur, but a lot of these kids speak like that today. White kids. And they have black friends. But Justin looked like he was spooked about something, because if that was your friends, why did you run like that to your house? And I've seen a little bit of the video. They haven't shown us all of it yet. He took off with such speed, right, that even they had to laugh. And then if you're playing with your friend and he ran straight into the house, you would run up to the door. You would knock the door, be like, Justin, what happened? Why you run inside? He ran straight into the house. They ran straight away. So I don't know if something happened off camera that spooked him. Obviously, something, the guy's not, the young boy is not crazy. Something happened off camera that spooked him. That spooked him enough for him to run like that into his house, right? And by doing so, trying to get away, top speed kind of thing, you know, you're frightened, you're running to save your life. He thought he was in danger, overexerted himself. And his father said, you know, that shouldn't have been, because with the sickle cell thing, it's not a good thing for him. Now, that's what they're going to rely on. Was anybody seen hurting him or on tape? The answer is no. He re-entered his house by himself. So if he was being pursued, they turned around long enough and left him for him to still be safe. He entered his house by himself. And before leaving his house, he told his father on a phone call that he was going outside to play tag with his friends. I want y'all to go to fox43.com. When you go to fox43.com, they have the video over there, and you can see the video footage of what happened in the parking lot outside with them running after him and him running, and you can see him leaving and entering the building and all that. Fox43.com. And the title is Dauphin County Teens Death Under Investigation. DAUPHIN. Dauphin County Teens Death Under Investigation. Fox43.com. You'll see the video there. I don't think anything is going to come of this. But I go back to saying this again. The false sense of security. I've never had to run from anybody in Jamaica because they were yelling racial slurs at me, and I'm scared that they're going to do something to me because I'm black, or well, I've never had any to deal with any of that. You know what I mean? And I say this all the time too. So when I was in Jamaica, right? You know, my parents them did their foreign. My mother used to make sure some go prep school and good school and these things. So I attended Knox. And if anybody know anything about Knox, you know, say you have everybody there, right? Some used to have Indian friend, Chinese friend, white friend, black friend. Yeah, and we just make up name for everybody, right? Who is Chinese? Chinaman. And then you have Mr. Chin. And then you have Miss Chin. And then you have, you know, just all kind of that. And the one them were really, really dark skin. You call that one you blacker. The next one named Blacks. The next one named Black Man. And then, you know, we make up things like, so I never come up under that stuff. And in Jamaica, we don't deal with that growing up. So being an American, seeing this unfold in front of you is one of the first things that are shocking as hell to you when you get here as a child. I'm telling you right now. So for those of you who haven't been here yet, it's going to be a shocking experience to see how divided it actually really is. Yeah, we do a good job of painting a good picture of we are the world and solidarity and we stand together. But we all know that when it all breaks down and the caca hits the fan, everybody takes a side and it's all divided, right? Right. Shout out to the people who are like me. Like, color isn't really the thing that matters. What matters more is character. I have to deal with them problem I had. And I feel bad for the little youth too because he only left Jamaica 2 years ago. So his story could go like this. He grew up in Jamaica. Fine. He left, migrated to the US at 14 years old, and he was dead by the time he was 16. Wow. I'm sure his parents said, we're moving him to the US for a better way of life, you know, for more opportunities for our son to excel. He can get better treatment for his sickle cell issues, medical reasons, all that other stuff, all the good stuff. But I'm telling y'all, man, about that false sense of security. This is why I always say, make sure you're good at yard. Because you never know. You just never know. Me, make sure I'm good at my yard. If them tell me right now, say, come out, I don't have to take a thing. I walk and left everything. Somebody else can have it. It's all material, but me good at my yard. Yeah. That was the dream, Audrey, right, which is now a nightmare. Yeah. And oftentimes the dream turns into a nightmare because he ain't the first. And he won't be the last, sad to say. Right. Elaine Brown says, SouFlo, you never see a supportive black woman. Elaine Brown, I don't know what kind of question that is. That question is so condescending. Why would you ask me if I've never seen a supportive black woman? My mama is a black woman and she's the most supportive of me that I know. There's a black woman hanging over my head here that I give praises to all the time for the foundation she laid for my family, not just me, and the sacrifices she made. She never put her ego and herself above our well-being, from all her children down to her grandchildren. So yes, I've seen supportive black women. I've seen them all my life. What kind of question that? And why would you feel the need to ask that kind of question to me? Why would you feel the need to ask that kind of question to me? Yeah, Vicky, here you go again. I just said I see them all the time, many of them. So why would you feel the need to ask that kind of question to me? Supportive black women are everywhere. I'm trying to figure out what your question was about, though. Say Ben TV says, obviously it's something those kids did to scare him, because why wasn't they running scared too? Yes, no, I want y'all to go watch the video. That's why I told you the link. You will see in the video he was running from them. He was definitely running from them, and they were definitely chasing him. And you definitely could hear clearly when they said what they said about him run like him run gone back to Africa. Right? Right. So with that said, we move along. I'm gonna put a conclusion to that part by saying this. If these are Caucasian teens, we already know how that story go. I did a story this morning about an autistic youth. The first time I owed it to make the narrative right. That's why I redid it, or that's why I followed up on it. There was an autistic youth, 17 years old. He's pretty big. He's six. I said 6'6" in the video. Found out he's 6'7". He's 6'7", 270 pounds or something like that. Big guy. He's 17 years old though. Punched down his teacher and all that. But the first time when he did it, my original video was he should be charged as an adult. He should be locked away in some facility. These children are out of control. That's until I did my research and found out that this kid has 5 different diagnoses. He came to the foster care system. He's an adopted child. A white couple adopted him. He's been homeschooled his whole life. Go watch the video. I say that to say this at the end of the day. The end of the day is this. White children are treated very different from black children. When white kids do something, it's usually like, he must have had a troubled childhood. Something must have triggered him, that kind of thing. When black kids do it, it's like, throw his ass in prison, born criminal kind of thing. So they tried this autistic kid. They're going to try him as an adult. And he's facing 30 years in prison. But go watch the video for the details. That should tell you that shouldn't happen. So in this particular case now with Justin Johnson, this Jamaican 16-year-old in Pennsylvania, I wouldn't be surprised if, because they already said it, nothing is seen on video of him being hurt by anybody, right? And that's that. And that's all they're going to be looking for. Nobody heard him on video. They're going to ask around the neighborhood, did you see anybody punching him, holding him, anything? Everybody is going to say no. And that'll be the end of that. That'll be the end of that. But hey, just remember, man, it ain't always as safe out here as you think it is. And like I tell my Jamaican people sometimes, it's a give or take for us. It's a toss-up. It's like, yeah, stay over here, so my gunman kill me. My chances are FLA, so I can't hold a weapon to defend myself, and bag of hold down people, me open a business. Somebody are gonna say, yo, them me have to run extortion, or them come rob me or something. Okay, go over here, so have better opportunities, but them not really like me over here, so either. And this ain't my kind of food, this ain't really my environment, but I'm trying to survive in between. And it's just a friggin' toss-up, caught between a rock and a hard place, man. My condolences goes out to his family, and condolences can't really soothe anything in this time, especially when this is so early. Like the dad said, the last time he spoke to his son, or to the doctors, last time he spoke to his son, that was it. Last time he heard from him, and the last time he saw him, when he asked for permission to go outside. Haven't seen him again since. Knowing that your 16-year-old is laid down in a morgue somewhere, and now you have to go plan funeral and all that over something so frivolous. Crazy. Have a wonderful day, Julie Tapper. Missy Bram says, I was watching when Morning Thoughts started. It's sad. He's autistic. His functions are not the same. Yeah, but they call it, they labeled him. A judge found him competent for trial yesterday, and to be tried as an adult too. Yeah. Um, there's a guy who is missing, but I don't want to talk about him. I have two more to talk about. Let's talk about the guy who got killed recently. Now, see, we go from 16-year-old Justin to this brother right here was awarded the Prime Minister Youth Awardee of Excellence in Agriculture, and then he was killed. If you look at my icon, you will see everybody is labeled, so you have an idea of who the individual is that we're talking about. And seeing his story, I said to myself, damn, they continue to kill out like the brightest, the most forward thinking, progressive young people. Them. It's sad. It's sad. So we don't want him just dead and nobody don't say nothing about him. So we'll put his story out to the world and make some sense of what happened to him. So, Chantilly, Manchester. Police says that they are following some strong leads into last Friday's murder of the 2022 Prime Minister Youth Awardee of Excellence in Agriculture. His name was C.J. Cunningham. So forget Prime Minister Award in agriculture. You must be friggin' outstanding and doing outstanding things. Them not just scrape up them award there give to anybody. Head of the Manchester Police Deputy Superintendent Kerry Duncan said the investigation is progressing smoothly. They have some strong leads. We hope to bring a close to this one in a very short order. I would just like to say to the community, don't give up on us, and we don't intend to give up on you. It is important that we continue this partnership. 29-year-old Cunningham, who had inspired his peers, he was shot dead last Friday evening while he was tiling a house in Dayton near Balfield in the parish. A police report said that about 5:45 p.m., Cunningham and another man, they were working inside an unfurnished house. That's what he does. He is a tiler and he is a farmer. Hence the reason he was awarded the Prime Minister Youth Excellence Award 2022. It was for farming. He's a farmer, his passion, and he's a tiler as well. And if somebody were lazy and sit down, crush out weed in a hand miggle and don't do nothing. He was inside of a house, according to police report. They were doing some tiling work inside of the house, and a man entered the house armed and opened fire. Cunningham was shot multiple times in the upper body, head and chest area, and his colleague was shot in the leg. On Monday, Duncan led a team of investigators, community safety and social security personnel, political representatives, and religious leaders, everybody upon this because of who the individual was. And they went on a walk through the Dayton area and in neighboring communities of Chantilly. They said that we believe that this was a very senseless killing, a very promising young man who was about to do great things in his community and for our country. To see him taken out in this manner is unfortunate. The police also visited his home in Chantilly, where religious leaders prayed for his mother, Joanne Lewis, and relatives. Lewis told journalists that she felt reassured by the police presence. It make a difference, she said, because a lot of times when things happen, we don't see people get that level of support from the police. Seeing them come in here, I really appreciate it, she said. Cunningham had made his community of Chantilly proud of him when he won the Prime Minister's National Youth Award for Excellence in Agriculture 2 years ago. On Saturday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said in a statement, described Cunningham as a promising young entrepreneur and believed that members of the community of Chantilly, beloved, and he said, sent out his condolences to the members of the community. where he's from, in Chantilly. Now, the mother of 29-year-old CJ Cunningham, the 2022 recipient of the Prime Minister's National Youth Award for Agriculture and Agro-Processing, she characterized her son as somebody who was inspiring. Joan Lewis, she was at home about 6 o'clock when her other son contacted her by phone and informed her that her 29-year-old son had been gunned down. The police said the farmer and the Tyler were both shot, and we know that he passed away and the other guy went to the hospital because he only had a leg wound. Now, recalling her last moments with her son, Miss Lewis said that their last trip together was to visit a primary school in Clarendon, where he dropped off seedlings before he went to work Friday morning. The mother of four said even in her mourning, she finds comfort in the life that he lived. Investigators theorized Mr. Cunningham was a target, and that is why he was killed, but they don't know why yet. Another man at the scene was wounded, but was not killed. The two men, as we said before, were tiling a house that was under construction when a barrage of gunshots were heard inside of the house. Prime Minister Andrew Holness also reacted strongly to the passing of this young man, and in a statement on Saturday, Mr. Holness described him as a promising young entrepreneur who believed in his community. And in extended condolences, the Prime Minister noted that Mr. Cunningham's innovative approach to farming and his dedication to his community were evident in every aspect of his work. Mr. Cunningham was the owner and the chief executive officer of Fairwoods Farm JA, with a quarter-acre vegetable farm equipped with greenhouse technology. He was also a graduate of the Southwest TVET Institute, obtaining several Heart/NSTA certifications along his line of interest. Mr. Holness said that through hard work and dedication, Mr. Cunningham exemplified the spirit of resilience and innovation in Jamaican youths. I did not know that he was the owner and chief executive officer of Fairwoods Farm JA. Wow. So a productive, progressive, bright-minded, innovative, inspirational youth. Gone. Just like that. Just like that. I don't know what caused it. I'm not going to pretend to know what caused it. I'm going to wait to hear what they come out with in the investigation. Them something that make you want to cry, man. Kaz Robinson says, I cried when I heard this. What's the beating? What's the beating? A red eye? Boy, I mean, don't know. Or what's the reason? You probably want to say, right, Kaz? Audrey Wright says, like every little corner of Jamaica, I get liquid crime and violence. See? Chantilly? No, sir. I want to tell you something, you know. There's nowhere in Jamaica where crime and violence is not at. There's nowhere where gunman foot don't touch. We say this all the time. One time gone, you know, you used to be able to say, well, up in a so and over these areas and around a so and so. Not anymore. Not anymore. You know, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Everybody has felt the effects. Everybody has felt the effects. Again, my condolences goes out to the mom. The mom says, even in her grieving, she takes some kind of solace and comfort in knowing that, you know, her child wasn't a waste man. He never come waste him life and dash away him life. He never join no gang and go upon no robbery and get killed or shoot out with police or no foolishness. The youth was on the up and up, very much productive and progressive, very much involved and very much doing, to the point where you're recognized by the Prime Minister for an award. Owner of his own farm with a greenhouse and all that. So when we done kill off all of the innovative people them, all the forward thinking young people them, and everybody else done runway and try to find a visa to go to some other foreign country, and then foreign country done brain drain out the rest of who is intelligent and have a degree in a something, what are we gonna be left with? I want you to think about that seriously. I want you to think about that seriously. If you have a class, right, and the class is full of some of everybody, you have your dunce corner, you have those who ain't lazy and don't really care, and then you have the forward thinkers, and then you have those who are super exceptionally bright. If you take out the super exceptionally bright one, them, and then you take out the forward thinkers, them, and then even you take out the them can do it, but them not really care. Who you left with? You're left with beer dunce people in the class. So now equate that to the whole country. Between foreign countries offering better salaries and recruiting from Jamaica, we're talking about our teachers, we're talking about our doctors, we're talking about our skilled professionals. Yeah, kind of just teach alone them take out of Jamaica, my friend. We're talking about skilled professionals. We're talking about highly educated individuals. They take those out, and then the rest of the people them who can't take certain things start run and look for visa and look for ways to escape, and they're going. People are filing for their family members, taking them out. What are we going to be left with? Nurses, doctors, teachers, business-minded individuals, intelligent people. Make no mistake about it. Your people in Jamaica who are of the highest order when it comes to highly educated, PhD level and them something there, they're fishing for them overseas. And when somebody in Canada say, come on, we'll start you out at 150,000 a year. Gone. I'm not talking about teacher level. Even at teacher level, when them say, come, we'll start you out at 45,000 a year. Gone. Them never see 45,000 US in a 1 year yet. And I'm not saying that Jamaica should pay them 45,000 US in 1 year, but I'm saying can make things look better for them. Them have to beg you, protest for better pay. I've seen teachers in Jamaica say, one teacher took my heartstring out. The teacher said, actually, she wrote it on a placard. And I read the placard, and the placard said, I've been teaching for, I think it says 29 years or something. I want to own my own house one day and a car. That's friggin' basic. For an educator who has given 29 years of service, I want to own my own house one day and a car. Another teacher spoke on the mic at the protest and said, right now, I'm going through an eviction process because they haven't paid us since when? I said, eviction process, yeah. She's about to get evicted from the place that she lives. Can't even pay our basic bills. So, yo, can't blame them for run. You can't blame the people for running. Them see opportunity elsewhere. Every human being wants to be in a position in life where you are able to maximize your potential. That is when every human being is truly happy. If anybody, mommy, what mommy? Mommy, I'm on live right now. My uncle want to be on live with me one day. Him can't come reason. Him can't come reason with the people them. All right. I love you. I'll call you back after this, okay? Your phone freezing. I'll call you back after this. All right, love you. That's my mommy. Yo, back to what me did I said though. You can't blame the people them for running. You know, Audrey right the morning, mommy. You can't blame the people them for running, yeah, man. Everybody, a human being is at their happiest when they are able to maximize their potential fully. Yeah, when you feel like you contribute and you're going somewhere and you can see your way through. If you feel like you're stifling and you feel like you can't move a foot, you feel like suffocation will take you and suffocate you. So I can't blame the people them for running off for better, you know. But that is that. That is that. Now, um, our final story of the morning, and I don't want nobody to miss this. That's why I left it for last. Is a taxi operator who is missing. So if you look at the icon for this video, the individual that's in the middle is the person who is missing. The young lady who is 13 years old, I believe, who went missing and we did on our previous missing person video. We haven't gotten any word yet about her being found. And when we did that video, she was already 10 days missing. So now it's been about 7 days since we did that video. So she's looking at about 17 days missing, right? BM says, Mommy looks good. Yeah, man, thank you. And she take care of herself too, you know? That's the good part. Let me tell you something about Mommy real quick. When we go on Mommy yard, you know. When we go on my mother yard, my mother have some whole heap of something blend up for me already. I'm like, yo, you must want me give you like a whole heap of more grandkids or something. Yeah, she just grow her thing and blend up her thing, them, man. You want to try this and me have this fruit juice and this vegetable fruit mix and steamed fish and okra and yellow yam and green banana and them kind of something that she don't eat junk food like that and she don't eat foolishness. So she always try feed me. Right now, I have my chicken soup in the fridge. And always I go her yard, go pick up food and these things. She always call me and put her phone to the pot and I stir the pot if she cook something. You see this? You see this? You want some? I'm like, Mommy, anything you cook, you know some I want some. All right, come get it. I'm over there. Right? You have to appreciate your mommy, man, while you have her, you know? Because I know so many people who lost theirs, like she lost hers. She lost her mom 2 years ago and she lost her dad a year after that. So may I try to cherish her while she's here, you know? That's how it goes still. So big up to all the good mommy them out there. All the good mommy them. Cause I know all I no good. But when me say that, I don't want to cuss me too. Cause I can't talk truth. But big up to all the good mommy them out there. See? Uh, BM. Say Ben TV says, I'm not looking good for this taxi driver. I think they found his car burnt out and know what that means in Jamaica. Jesus Christ. Them find him car burnt out? Boy, let me get into the story about him still. So the taxi driver's family is worried sick. Last Friday night, he's 30 years old. Last Friday night, the 30-year-old taxi driver, yep, Sharon, no, let me start talk about her. I could talk about the taxi driver. Because me start talk about this woman festivity. Oh, one more, let me share this before I go on to the taxi driver. This will be a nice break. So last night, right, or night before last night, my uncle came in, flew in from another country, and we had to go pick him up at the airport. Him late flight. So him flight coming in 11:30, I think, is something like that. Him land, and the airport is about an hour drive away from my house. So me and she left late now. My mom said, I gotta go pick your uncle up. So I said, I don't want you driving that late by yourself. So I'll drive, right? Me will come pick you up, go pick him up, and drop the 12 off and come back home. So I went and picked her up. And what time will I leave, Mommy? She said about 11. Me I say, if him flight come 11:15, 11:30, we should have leave earlier than that. But me not question her. So me go pick her up and we leave. My biggest pet peeve is this. Somebody chewing a gum. I know Mommy might see this. I know some Mommy might see this. Somebody chewing a gum is my biggest friggin' pet peeve. If you chew the gum, and you chew the gum, so. And this is how my mom chew her gum. For the whole 1 hour ride, all the way to the airport. Yes, man. So what me tell you about and I can't tell her say, mommy, the rocket gonna bother me. You know, let me show you how much this got on my nerves. I think some of y'all heard the story before. My niece, I went to go pick her up in Miami, and I'm on my way back about 2 hours up from Miami. And my niece sit down back at me in a car, you know, and she had chew her gum. I'm up on the highway, you know. I stopped short of jamming the brakes, like, yeah, I'm like, yo. That's how bad it bothers me, right? So last night, hear me talk to myself, me say, you have to teach yourself patience. Yeah, you have to go deal with this. God is putting you in a position where something really, really irks your nerve, but you have to deal with it. You can't get rid of it, you can't change it, you have to just deal with it. So I say, all right, may I test myself, may I deal with it the whole way up. So hear me now. Me I try to get her to spit out the gum, you know. The whole way up, me I said to her, I said, Mommy, you know, say gum is not good for you. Because if you chew the gum too much, every time you chew a gum, a pocket of air go down in your stomach. So you're gonna start fart up the place and then something there you're gonna have gas. Right? Here she know. I must say that's why I feel like a gas pain them so in my belly. But me no know. She didn't spit out the gum. I said, it didn't work. She didn't spit out the friggin' gum. All the way to the airport. The woman that threw the gum. Pick up my uncle, coming back home. 1 hour change ride back home now. It's clotted. She clotting the same gum. I said, no man, my nerve bother me now, cause the gum I must eat all the little sweetness in this gum I must have gone long time. The way she clotted for 1 hour straight, go up there. She a clot the gum I come back. See me, and I'm driving and I'm trying to like you know, I ask a little question every now and then, and I try to engage in a conversation. So when we come back now, me say again, you know, she said, boy, me feel kind of gassy. Yeah, my uncle and I back now, you know, my uncle say, you know, say, me's a man no chew gum, you know, like that. Is a Rasta man. He say, me's a man no chew gum like that, you know, but me don't know why. I chew a piece of gum the other day, and it's, boy, me just start fart up the place and everything. So you know something might something. So me said to mommy, I said, see, you hear what I'm just said? You the gas I go kill you cause you you throwing the gum. Here she. I guess. When me reach home, me just drink some tea. So she threw the gum all the way there, all the friggin' way back, and I had to listen to that. So when you see me the next morning, I'm get up tired. I came in here after 2. I didn't fall asleep till after 3, and I had to get up around 5 o'clock and then put my materials together for SouFLoTV and for the next channel and these kind of things. No sleep, and that thing just bothered me the whole damn way. But you know what? At the end of the day, right? Some of y'all can relate to this. You can't talk to your mother anyhow. I don't know what kind of parents you might have if you can do it, but me have a Jamaican mother, like a real Jamaican mother, right? So you can't just you can't just style them any which way, you know, because any little thing will turn into something big. You understand? So me just hold my corner, it crop up my nerves the whole rotted way there and back. But we get over it. I hope she see this, and I hope she knows say, all right, my son don't like the sound here, so when time him come round, me not gonna chew the gum like that no more. But me couldn't tell her to her face. So mommy just spit out the gum because it's really annoying me. That's what I really wanted to say, you know. Just spit out the gum because it's really annoying me. And I couldn't say it. Why? And I couldn't say it. The Buffalo Sonorous says, I chew like that, and my friend and family can't stand it. Nah, man, on a terrible man. If you chew gum like that, go get some counseling. Don't do it. You ever there at school and somebody scrape the blackboard with them fingernail and the old school blackboard, then not that right and erase white surface, something where them used today. The old school green blackboard and them used to draw them fingernail on it. I saw it crop up people nerves. I'm just telling y'all. So if you care about somebody, don't do it. Right? You force if you go through unnecessary trauma. I imagine me enduring that for over 2 hours straight. I think me strong. I can't endure anything else in her life after that. You did not tell her the truth. You should have. Pauline Grimes says, no, me know my place. I should have, but I don't think that was the time to. Yeah, you have to, yeah, it's my mom. I've been around her my whole life. I know when to say what, right? Me want the mood go smooth and easy. And we go pick up my uncle and go back home laughing all the way and all that. Me no want no attitude. Me no want no adjusting nothing. So I didn't say nothing. Let her be her. Clot up your gum like how you want to. And me tell you later power next day. Said that irked me nerve. Today wasn't the day to do it. So I didn't do it. Keep me yeah, Missy, keep your mouth closed when you're chewing, right? No, our mouth up, my friend. So like when my grandfather so hug them. Sometimes I'm driving, I'm looking at mommy like this. Yeah, yes, mommy. yes. Oh God. It tastes better, so Audrey. When in the cloth is so it tastes better. When the wicked no rotten. When you not hearing yourself. Eh? You don't hear yourself. Hear Vicky know about white women don't true like that. Vicky use a problem, you know. Use a big problem. Audrey Wright says we tend to keep our mouth more with our mother. Yes. You have to. You have to. She's sensitive. Yeah, it's your mom. She's delicate. Yeah, man. Endure something for her. So see there, that is that. All right, that was our breakup story, and we move to our last topic for the morning now. So the missing taxi driver's family is sick, worried sick about him. Last Friday night, 30-year-old taxi driver Rushane Wilkins, he left his home at Bindloss district in Linstead. A friend of the Norm a friend at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston is who he went to go pick up from Linstead. He has not been seen since, and his family is very worried. He went to go pick up a friend who was coming in from foreign and has not been seen since. When I asked which friend he was going to pick up, he didn't state the name of his friend, said Wilkins' partner, Brittany Blackwood, his woman. He told me that the plane was landing about 11 p.m., but the friend wanted him to leave about 8:30 p.m. Listen me. Hmm. Sneaky link, you know, and play games. That gets some people in a trouble. Because you don't want to say where you go because you know so that's not where you're really going. And you can't really say where you're really going. Right? So you're going to tell your woman, say, boy, my brethren want me pick him up at the airport still. So I'm going to pick him up at the airport. And your woman who you live with say, which brethren? Because she's supposed to know your brethren them. You not tell her which brethren. Him want me leave about 8:30 still, you know? Even though I'm coming in 11 o'clock. Boy, them have a saying, you know, oh, what tangled web we weave. When first we practice to deceive. Sometimes some stuff can come back to you, see. I'm not saying that he was doing anything. I'm insinuating, though, that the story does sound a bit suspicious. Knowing myself as a man, and knowing my brother them, and knowing Jamaican woman, y'all left house when a night to go we are going to pick up brethren at airport 11 o'clock, and you can't tell your woman which brethren you're going to pick up. Trouble in that the house there. Unless she not care about you. Now, the camera at the house showed that he left minutes after 8:30. You know we have to late sometime. Normally, when he's on the road, we're on the road right through, she said. So I sent him a text. When he's on the road, we are on the phone right through. So I sent him a text at 9:13 p.m. The reply that I got, remember I'm left little after 8:30, you know, and she has sent him text at 9:13, less than an hour after I leave. And the reply that I got was not like him. He just responded with a okay. That's not how he responds to me. Him not even talk like that. Blackwood said that when she got home, after about 2 hours later, she sent him another text message. But she did not get a response this time. She said the message was not delivered. She said that was very strange because Wilkins was never one to be out of data on his phone. So I texted him multiple times and it was just one tick. And this is not just like him at all. He has never sleep out before, always come home, and always communicate with me right through. The next morning, I told my mom to call him because I didn't have any credit. Normally, when any of my family call, he would call me same time because he would think that something was wrong. Everybody calling him, and no one has gotten through to him. So she said normally when any of her family members call him, he would call her same time. Because him would have normally think, say, well, why your family are calling me? Something must be wrong, right? So he would normally call her. She have everybody in the family call him, no response. This not look good. On Saturday, a missing persons report was filed at the Linstead police station. Hours later, Wilkins' white Toyota Probox motor car was found ablaze in Pleasant Hill, St. Catherine. Yeah, this not good. This not good. This is really hard because he's not the type of person, and look which part him vehicle get found to. This is really hard, she said, because he is not the type of person to just go away like that. And up to now, we don't know who the friend is that he was supposed to pick up. And no one has reached out to our family to say that they were the friend that he was supposed to pick up. I think maybe brother gone past some movements where him didn't want him family involved with. Sometimes you do a mad move, a one move, a two move, and you don't want, you don't want your woman know, you don't want your family know. I don't know. She said this is hard, and we just want him back home safe and sound. We have a 6-month-old child, and he also has a 4-year-old, and them need them father. 6 months old and 4 years old. Wilkins' sister, Megan, she's also pleading with those responsible for her brother's disappearance to send him home, please, to his family. The whole way over here in distress. We love him, and we want him home. Even the taximen in Linstead and the head of the association have joined in the search for him. We have searched through bushes and so on, but nothing, said the concerned sister. The police have tracked his phone to a community in East Kingston. Somewhere in St. Catherine, up around place around one part, them find him vehicle, Probox, white, burnt out. Him phone, them track to a community in East Kingston. Nobody knows which friend this is that he went to go pick up. Him drop off at the grid and stop communicating with his woman within about, what was that, about 40 minutes, 35 minutes after leaving the house, never to be heard from again. This seems sad. The ending for this one is going to be sad, it seems like. But all hope is not lost. So I'm not going to diagnose nothing until later. I'm just saying it looks away, right? So there's this picture at the center of the icon, and anybody who sees him out there. So one thing about Jamaican media is this. Before I go, let me say this. One thing about Jamaican media is this. They'll put out a story and say, wanted man, Sean Smith, 27 years old, from Boxcut Lane and Drink Milk Avenue. And they won't put a picture out. And then when they put out a picture, the picture like this big. That's the same thing they did with his picture. Now, I had to take his picture, put it in our editor, stretch it, edit it, scale it, angle it, blur it, fade it, to make it to bring out his identity so we could see him, right? And I did all of that this morning, and here it is. So see him there? cabbie missing in the middle, because that's not how the picture come. And I couldn't really make out him identity until I enlarged it and did everything else with it. Right beside him is the young man who lost his life. But that's the cabbie. So anybody who watch SouFLoTV, if you see that brother here or know anything about his whereabouts, listen, I hate to say this, but even if foul play is involved, I'm sure his family would appreciate closure, you know? Then the brother walk off I face I earth and is never to be seen or heard from again. So if you know something, say something. All right? And with that said, we hope that he is found. We hope that he is found. Prayers up and fingers crossed. With that said, manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in this morning. I appreciate you greatly. Right after 10 o'clock. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. And I'll keep the videos coming throughout the day because I just have a lot of content for you. And some of it's not going to do good and some of it is going to do good because I know so you're busy too and you can't keep up with everything. All right? But just look out for all that. One love, people. Walk good. And I'll catch you tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts. God spare my life. I'm out. Peace.